Fedora Linux 44 beta just dropped. Here is everything you need to know. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love staying on the cutting edge of Linux, you're in for a treat today. On March 10th, 2026, the Fedora project officially released the Fedora Linux 44 beta, the public testing preview of what's shaping up to be one of the most polished and forward-looking Fedora releases yet. The final stable version is expected around April 14th, 2026. So this beta is your golden opportunity to try everything early, spot issues, and help shape the final product. Whether you are a developer, gamer, or everyday user, Fedora 44 brings smarter tools, smoother desktops, and rock-solid improvements under the hood. Today, I am breaking it all down in plain English, no jargon overload, so you can decide if it's worth testing right now. So, let's dive in. First, how to get Fedora 44 beta safely. You can grab the ISO from the official Fedora download page. Links are in the description below. The main editions include Fedora Workstation, which is GNOME powered, Fedora KDE Plasma Desktop, Fedora Server, Fedora IoT, and finally the Fedora Cloud. There are also updated spins and labs, plus the Games Lab and others. If you prefer torrent downloads for faster speeds, those are available too. If you're already running Fedora, you can upgrade an existing system with a simple sudo dnf system-upgrade command. Just make sure you read the release notes first. And for immutable fans, the Fedora CoreOS Next stream updated on the same day. First, quick safety note. This is a beta version, back up your important data, and I recommend testing in a virtual machine or on a spare hardware first. Your feedback through Bugzilla or the forums genuinely help the entire community. Now, the big highlights. What's actually new and why it matters. Fedora 44 beta is packed with changes, but here are the ones that stand out the most. First, installer and desktop experience just got smarter. The Anaconda installer, Fedora's famous graphical installer, no longer creates default network profiles for every single device on your system. Only the connections you actually set up during installation stick around. This fixes a long-standing annoyance where extra profiles made post-install tweaks confusing. Cleaner, more reliable networking win. KDE users are getting special love this cycle. All KDE variants now feature a unified post-install Plasma setup wizard that handles first-time configuration beautifully. Redundant steps in the installer have been removed so everything feels seamless. Even better, Fedora KDE is switching to the brand new Plasma Login Manager instead of the older SDDM. It's more integrated with Plasma 6.6 and should feel faster and more consistent. Gaming fans rejoice. The Fedora Games Lab has been completely modernized. It's now built on KDE Plasma with the latest Wayland stack, which is perfect for high-performance gaming and game development. If you loved the old XFCE-based version, this upgrade is a massive step up. Now, Budgie Desktops goes full Wayland. Budgie 10.10 has fully migrated from X11 to Wayland. This future-proofs the desktop, improves security and performance, and sets the stage for even bigger things in the next major Budgie releases. Live USB experience is now much better. First, automatic DTB selection for AR64 EFI systems means Fedora Live ISOs now work out of the box on Windows on ARM laptops, which is huge news for ARM users. The second point, the live media has been modernized with new scripts that automatically support persistent overlays when you flash the ISO to a USB stick. No more manual tweaks, just plug and go. Under the hood, developer and system improvements. First point, the new toolchain, which is GCC, glibc, Benetils, GDB, has been updated to the absolute latest versions. Developers get better performance, new language features, and stronger security. Second point, reproducible package builds are now the default goal, aiming for 99% of all packages. This means you can independently verify that the software you download matches exactly what the maintainers built. It's a big trust and security win. Number 3, Nix, the powerful functional package manager loved by developers, is now officially available in Fedora. Perfect for creating reproducible development environments without messing up your main system. And finally, other nice touches. Packit is now the default CI system for package testing. Old Python mock usage is finally being cleaned up, and new guidelines make R language packaging simpler. Now, key software upgrades and a few removals. You will get Go 1.26, MariaDB 11.8 as the new default database, iBuzz 1.5.34 with improved Wayland and emoji support, Django 6.x, taglib 2, Helm 4 with Helm 3 still available side by side, Ansible 13 with major security and templating fixes. TextLive 2025 is a new modular packaging system. On the removal side, 32-bit QEMU host guides are gone, aligning with upstream, and Atomic desktops have dropped outdated Fuse 2 libraries and old Polkit rules, all part of keeping Fedora lean and modern. Plus, the whole releases runs on the latest Linux 6.19 kernel, GNOME 50 on workstation, and KDE Plasma 6.6. Buttery smooth and full of the latest features. So, why should you test the beta and how to help? Testing betas is what makes Fedora special. Every bug report, every "it works great on my hardware" comment helps the thousands of volunteers and Red Hat engineers deliver a rock solid final release. If something breaks, head to the Fedora discussion forums or file a bug. Your input really matters. Now, final thoughts. Fedora Linux 44 beta feels like a mature, confident step forward. Cleaner installers, better desktops, stronger developer tools, and a focus on reproducibility and security that keeps Fedora at the forefront of open source innovation. Whether you're a longtime Fedora fan or thinking about switching from Ubuntu or another distro, this beta is worth a spin. What are you most excited about? The new KDE experience, Nix support, or the gaming improvements? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Have you already downloaded the beta? Let me know how it's running. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more Linux news and tutorials, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the full Fedora 44 review when it lands. Thanks for watching, stay curious, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, peace out.